It's Tuesday, June 3rd, 2025. A lot to talk about today. I want to start this video out, and I want to say that I think a lot of people actually do want to be homeless because they're so oblivious to what is taking place. And look, I want to talk about what's happening with Musk, this big, beautiful bill, the administration. Markets today were all up. Last night, real quick, markets last night, I was watching the futures markets last night down. And today, everything closed up in the green. Nvidia was up, and some of the tech stocks were up, and that is carrying pretty much the entire market now, tech, Nvidia. So, tech and Nvidia will carry the market until it doesn't. So be very cautious of this tech bubble, ladies and gentlemen. It's gotten very, very big. And as you know, all bubbles pop. And the market's been really reliant. The tech stocks have been carrying the majority of the stock market, but for how much longer? We still have these wars in the Middle East, Eastern Europe. We have basically a war going on right here in Washington, and we have a country that is completely divided and an ailing economy. So be cautious for anything. Don't be like these oblivious people because, again, going back to what I started with, a lot of people, I think subconsciously really do want to be homeless. We still have people, and I'm going to tell you this from personal experience, we still have people out there right now pulling HELOCs, home equity lines of credit. They're taking those HELOCs, they're taking that money, they're putting it down on another property to do an Airbnb, to do a short-term rental. This is still going on right now. And what we're seeing with the Airbnb market is not good. And I can tell you from a tourist area out here in the Palm Desert area, Palm Springs, Rancho Mirage, you're seeing a big downfall of short-term rentals and Airbnb. Yet there are people who believe they're going to be real estate moguls, completely oblivious to what's happening in the market. They're pulling money out of their homes to go buy another home to rent on Airbnb. And so they have a mortgage on their home. Now they have a second mortgage on their home, and now a third mortgage on the home that they just bought that they're going to supposedly rent out and make lots of money on. And as most people have figured out, it's very, very difficult now to make money with your Airbnbs and these short-term rental properties. So this is continuing to go on. I'm watching it happen. People still using their homes as an ATM, and they are gambling in the short-term rental market. People continue to do everything other than prepare for what is coming. They are in complete denial. They're taking huge risk. I wish nobody any ill will, but wow, you got to really, really be careful out there, ladies and gentlemen, or you will be living in your car. You will be homeless. And people are still taking these massive risks in a very overpriced real estate market. So don't fall into this. It's going to be a lose-lose. Now, let's talk about Musk. Calls Trump budget bill a disgusting abomination. It very well may be a disgusting abomination. And again, you better be preparing, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go out and buy yourself a rental property. You better go out and buy yourself some food, some water, some skills, some hard assets. There will be plenty of time, plenty of opportunity to buy real estate. The deals are coming, but you really need to be preparing for inflation. I think we're going to see inflation and deflation taking place at the same time. I think you're going to see deflation in the housing market, and you're going to see inflation on food cost and things that you're going to need pretty much for everyday life, like health insurance, auto insurance, things of that nature, food, water, utilities. Those things are all going to go up. Most people probably don't really need a house. They can rent, and I do believe that real estate prices are going to come down. But the stuff that we need, food, water, utilities, energy, that stuff's going to go up. So be prepared for that. The bill will boost the federal deficit. Fact, it will explode federal deficits, Elon Musk says. Shame on those. He says, shame on those who voted for this. You know you did wrong. You know it. Do you know who's destroying the middle class right now? I think it's very, very obvious. It's Congress. That's who's really gutting and destroying the middle class at this point. So what do you think about this big, beautiful bill? There's 1,100 pages roughly in this thing. We don't really know the majority of what's in it. Right now, it does not sound good. I don't think it's going to benefit America. I think it's going to be extremely costly. I think it's going to be extremely inflationary unless they take a lot of this stuff out of it. Why can't we just get a bill that says, look, flat tax for everybody across the board, have a nice day, that's it? Why can't we just do that? I mean, again, it's Washington, it's Congress, it's a disaster, and at the end of the day, you're going to pay the cost, I'm going to pay the cost, your kids will pay the cost for all of this, but this is going to be extremely inflationary. But Elon Musk, shame on those who voted for this. You know you did wrong. These politicians do not have your best interest at heart. They are gutting you. They are gutting the middle class, and they're going to continue to gut the middle class till we don't have one. Be careful out there, ladies and gentlemen. Here's another one today. JP Morgan chases Jamie Dimon. We should be stockpiling tanks, missiles, not Bitcoins. What do you think about that? I think he's 100% spot on. Again, this administration now talking about, buying up all this Bitcoin. And I'm very, very concerned about the United States military. You want to talk about the middle class being gutted. The U.S. military has been gutted with the amount of munitions and equipment we left in Afghanistan to the amount of drones, munitions, and equipment we sent to Eastern Europe. And of course, our strategic petroleum reserves being drained. Our military and our middle class has been absolutely gutted. I watched a show last night, a video last night. Most of you probably watched this guy, Sean Ryan. He was a Navy SEAL. He's got a big podcast, big show. And he had a guest on, and I watched it last night. I don't know when it aired, maybe a day or two ago. But he had another Navy SEAL on, very intelligent guy. And he was just talking about how the U.S. military is falling so far behind China's military. And there are still people out there who are completely asleep, drinking the Kool-Aid, oblivious, that believe that, oh, the U.S. military we're so much more advanced than China. We're so much more superior than China's military. Quite the opposite. Quite the opposite. The United States, he said, accounts for 0.1% of global shipbuilding. China builds 50% of the world's ships. We're 0.1%, China 50%. In 1943, we built 18,000 ships. In 2023, we built 8, retired 12. That is -4. He went on to say that a U.S. aircraft carrier costs over $13 billion to build, and it takes over 10 years to build one. So if we lose one, it's going to be catastrophic because we cannot just replace it. China is outbuilding our Navy 3-1. He said this: they have 230 times the shipbuilding capacity. They have over 5,000 commercially flagged vessels. We, the United States, we have 100. We have 100. They have over 5,000. These vessels can be converted quickly to defensive vessels. We are asleep at the wheel. He was also talking about how they have these big planes like 737s that can open up and let out hundreds, if not thousands, of drones in the air. This is crazy technology. And China is building up for one country and one country only. It's the United States of America. They are preparing for war, economic, kinetic, with America. They're not preparing for anybody else but the United States. And we are falling so far behind. It is really, really concerning. Let me know your thoughts on any of this. Please comment down below. Love to know your thoughts about our military, about the U.S. economy. It's not looking good. And this big, beautiful bill, I think, is going to be very, very big for inflation. And it's another reason We saw gold up about $100 yesterday. I think we pulled back about $20, $22 today. If you don't have this stuff, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you have some gold and silver. This is not financial advice. This is just me talking with all of you, thinking out loud. I'm just sharing with what I'm doing. I would never tell anybody to do anything that I'm not doing or haven't done. But I'm going to continue to buy more gold and even more silver. If you can't afford gold, get some silver. If you need a reliable, trustworthy place to get it at, go to my link down below, SD Bullion. If you need a place to store it where you can get to it in a dirty man safe. You bury that thing under the ground. You put your gold, your silver, cash, any of your crypto information, diamonds, anything you want to hide. You hide it underground where you can get to it, preferably on your property. Go to my link down below. Get yourself a dirty man safe. So get yourself some gold or silver, SD Bullion, link down below. Get yourself a dirty man safe, link down below. This is imperative at this point. This is not financial advice. This is just life. The dollar is in big trouble, ladies and gentlemen. And if you don't see that by now, I don't know how much more I can do to explain this to all of you. U.S. labor market jolted by sharp rebound as job opening rise, new hires surge. April job openings hit 7.4 million, an increase of 191,000. I will call BS on this data. I think this data is completely, this data from BLS, the Bureau of Labor Statistics, we've been lied to before. This stuff is so manipulated. I don't believe one bit about these numbers. How many people, how many reaction videos, how many people I've talked to who have applied hundreds of job applications and never got a call back, and now people are wondering, are these jobs real? Do they even exist? Or are these jobs out there all fake? Are they part-time? What is going on? So now I guess all of a sudden we should just believe the data that's lied to us. Remember, they told us they were 800 last year. What was it? We were 880,000 jobs. We overestimated 880,000 jobs. So we were off by 880,000 jobs. Remember that? So now all of a sudden we should believe the data. Factory orders down, employment up. Figure it out. Again, I don't believe BLS as far as I can throw them. With centuries old Ohio paper mill set to close. With centuries old Ohio paper mill set to close, locals hope for a miracle. Chillicothe, Ohio. This is where the Mead paper factory is at. It's closing down. 830 people in this small town are about to lose their jobs. The entire town now in jeopardy, because when you have a factory like this, it basically supports the entire town, whether it's a restaurant, a barber shop, a coffee house, a convenience store, a gas station. Most of this town has family that works at this paper mill. And now it looks, unless a miracle takes place, this place is done. 830 jobs. And think about the fallout that this is going to have for a small town. Yet, hey, labor market looks great, doesn't it? Wall Street is sounding the alarm on U.S. debt. This time, it's worth listening. I mean, we are getting warning after warning after warning. You're going to see a crack in the bond market, Jamie Dimon says. Ray Dalio saying the same thing. Interest on the debt right now is over $1 trillion a year. If something can't go on forever, it will stop. And this cannot go on forever, ladies and gentlemen. When does it stop? Who knows? But it is not going to go on forever. It will come to an end. And just like I said in the beginning of this video, all bubbles pop, right? And all this money printing, all of the inflation, all the overvaluation, all of the rigged markets, it will not go on forever. Can it go on for another 10 years? I doubt it. Can it go on for another 5 years? I doubt it. I think we are getting very, very close to something very, very big happening. And I just feel that in my gut. But if you're connecting the dots and you're reading this data daily like I am, and you're going out and you're going into your towns or your cities and you're paying attention and you're seeing businesses closing, retailers, restaurants, you start to ask yourself, what's going on here, right? And you put two and two together. And you realize that things aren't so good. And it's amazing that I'm watching Fox Business today and I'm hearing all these people coming on going, oh, the economy's doing so well. The labor market's doing so well. And look, they're just not going to cut interest rates this year. Forget it. The Fed will not cut rates this year. Now the labor market's doing incredibly well. So the economy's doing well, the labor market's doing well, yet you all know somebody who's lost a job. You all know somebody who's struggling. Many of you watching this video today may be struggling. You go to the grocery store. I go to the grocery store once or twice a week, and I'm blown away with how much things cost, from a candy bar to a pound of bacon, to a pound of hamburger, to a pound of steak. It is absolutely insane. The prices we're seeing. If you want to take your kids out for an ice cream, we have Handel's ice cream out here. If you want to go to a Dairy Queen or wherever you go, it's got to be for a family of 4. It's got to be like, it's got to be near $50 just to go out and have ice cream. I don't know how people are doing this, how they can afford to go out to eat or take a vacation on top of paying their health insurance, their auto insurance, their property insurance, their rent, their mortgage, their cell phones, their cable bills, their food bills. I just don't get it. And then if an emergency pops up, an emergency today isn't a couple $100. An emergency today is $1,000, $2,000. Alternator goes out, transmission goes out, kid falls down, needs to go to urgent care and get 20 stitches. It's $1,000. And we know that over half this country doesn't even have $500 saved up yet. I'm watching Fox Business and they're telling me the economy is doing incredibly well. And once we pass the big, beautiful bill, it's going to do even better by adding another $5 trillion of debt to this ailing economy. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Be careful out there. Have a great day.